Let's break it down. Who's faker? People who live in New York City or people who live in Los Angeles?
I think people who live in New York City are faker.
No way.
Have you been to the Upper East Side, the West Village, all that shit?
Sid, the whole basis of entertainment is like faking it before you make it. Like
that's beautiful. That's manifesting. That's just good sense. Fake it till you make it. That's advice I'd give my child if I ever had one.
But the East Coast, they don't do that. They are, if they're pieces of shit, they're pieces of shit. If they're nice, they're nice. You know, it's like you get what you see.
Okay, look, there's judgmental people everywhere. There's assholes everywhere. I think we can't judge on that. We can just say the people in New York dress worse than the people in LA.
That I will agree to.
There's better food here.
That I will agree to.
You want a fresh vegetable in the tri-state area? Good luck.
That I will agree to.
Unless it's up middle of summer.
The cuisine on the West Coast is unbeatable.
It's unbeatable.
You can't beat it. You really, the freshness of the food is fresh.
When we go to New York, I'm telling you, I didn't poop this weekend. Like, that's how much my body rejects that coast.
Well, it's because, like, I think when we go to New York or New Jersey, we are eating a lot of carbs.
I just last week talked about how many carbs I eat.
So?
I poop normal here.
Oh, that's a good point.
Now explain that, East Coasties. Explain how I can't poop over there. I also think traveling fucks you up a little bit, so I'm not going to fully blame the East Coast.
Yeah. I think
I will a little.
I do think the West Coast is more livable and will be, for the most part, more livable as the climate disaster continues.
Okay, so we talked to a fan of the pod, Lizzie Baum.
Lizzie, we're giving you a shout out. Lizzie Baum.
She works in PR, but for the climate, which I think is very cool.
She works directly for the climate.
She works directly for nature.
Yeah.
She's in PR for nature.
This lady's boss is a goddamn tree.
And she was telling us that like buffalo are the answer.
Hey, come here. Buffalo are the answer.
Buffalo are the answer.
Hey, come over here.
No,
Excuse me? Buffalo are the answer.
But
Could you imagine someone coming up to you and saying,
when we got rid of all the buffalo because we're stupid ass colonizers,
yeah,
that's when shit started to get bad. So I've decided that we're going to buy a big land, cover it in buffalo, and give it to someone who knows what to do with it.
It's going to be covered in buffalo.
Covered. Anyway.
Well, so we did, the West Coast was, LA's faker than New York. LA is also better dressers.
Better dressers, better food, better climate. New York gets, less fake because there's no Hollywood there.
And the pizza.
I think there's really good pizza here.
There is, but it's just not as good. Like I think your like run-of-the-mill pizza shop.
Well, yeah, of course.
Is just not going to be as good on the West Coast.
Okay, fine. We'll give New York pizza because we haven't really given it very much at all.
Uh-huh.
And that's it, folks.
It's the Bedtime Podcast.